When I think about Caitlin Clark, the operative word that comes to my mind is gratitude. There's an incredible level of gratitude that should be accorded to this young lady with what she did for the sport.
Well, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? That's why you should have had Caitlin Clark.
Where all the people that Stephen A? Oh, she don't do this. She not gonna do that. Let her cook.
Imagine being so good at basketball that an NFL crowd goes wild just seeing your face. That's what happened to Caitlin Clark at a Colts game. But here's the crazy part. She's not just dominating on the court, she's trying to change the game off it too. And not everyone's happy about it. Let's talk about why Caitlin's got everyone talking. She's not just any rookie. She's the rookie who broke the record for three-pointers in a season. Yeah, you heard that right. 88 of them. And that's not all. She dished out 19 assists in one game. That's insane. Oh, and did I mention she's the first rookie ever to get a triple-double in WNBA history? But hold on, because Caitlin's journey isn't all sunshine and rainbows. There's some serious drama coming up, and you won't believe who's involved. It's like a basketball soap opera, and Caitlin's the star. Want to know what happens next? Keep watching. So, Caitlin's a star on the court, that's clear. But did you know she tried to be a game changer off the court too? Before she even played her first pro game, she proposed something that had the WNBA buzzing, and not everyone was happy about it. Here's the deal. Caitlin Clark came up with this wild idea to boost the pay for WNBA players. She wasn't just thinking about herself though. Nope, she wanted to help out her fellow players, especially when they were on the road for her games. Talk about team spirit, right? But here's where things get crazy. The WNBA shut it down faster than a Caitlin Clark three-pointer. They were all like, sorry, can't do it. Collective bargaining agreement says no. And you know what that means? Drama City. Some players weren't too thrilled with Caitlin's plan. They started criticizing her, saying she was overstepping. Can you believe it? The rookie trying to get everyone more money, and she's the bad guy. But not everyone was hating on Caitlin.
That Caitlin Clark should have been on the team ahead of the 12 people selected ahead of her because of basketball.
When I think about Caitlin Clark, the operative word that comes to my mind is gratitude. There's an incredible level of gratitude that should be accorded to this young lady with what she did for the sport.
Allison Barber, the president of the Indiana Fever, had her back. She said she tried to get them more money. That's right. Barber was all about Caitlin's generosity and team spirit. At least someone appreciated what she was trying to do. You'd think all this drama might slow Caitlin down, right? Wrong. This girl is unstoppable. Even with all the backlash, she's still making waves in the WNBA. How big? Well, let me tell you. The Indiana Fever just set a single-season home attendance record. We're talking 34,015 fans. That's insane. And you know who's responsible for that? Yep, it's the Caitlin Clark effect, folks. Think about it. She's not even halfway through her rookie season, and she's already breaking records, proposing league changes, and filling seats. That's some next-level stuff right there. But here's the thing. All this attention, all these records, they come with a price. Caitlin's not just playing basketball anymore. She's navigating the tricky waters of pro sports politics, dealing with criticism from her peers, and trying to live up to massive expectations. And you know what's wild? This is just the beginning. Caitlin Clark isn't just changing the game on the court. She's shaking things up off the court too. And whether people like it or not, they're paying attention. So, what's next for Caitlin Clark? Will she keep pushing for changes in the WNBA? Will she focus on her game and let the politics slide? Or will she find a way to do both? While Caitlin was making waves off the court, her on-court performance took an unexpected turn. The transition from college superstar to WNBA rookie hit her like a brick wall. How bad was it? Let's just say her debut game set a record, and not in a good way. Caitlin Clark's first WNBA game, it was rough. She set a record, all right, for the most turnovers in a debut game. 10 turnovers. That's not exactly the kind of history you want to make, right? But it wasn't just about the turnovers. The whole Indiana Fever team was struggling. They started the season 0-3. That's a tough pill to swallow for any team, let alone one with a superstar rookie like Clark. Coach Christy Sides was practically begging her team to step up and compete. So what was going on? Well, turns out the WNBA is a whole different ballgame compared to college. The physicality? Off the charts. Players like Dijonai Carrington from the Connecticut Sun and Betnijah Laney Hamilton from the Liberty? They were shutting Clark down left and right. It was like watching a different player. Where was the Caitlin Clark who broke records and dazzled crowds in college? She was there, all right, but she was learning some hard lessons. But here's the thing about Caitlin Clark. She doesn't give up. When things got tough, she got tougher. She started asking for advice. She worked on building chemistry with her teammates. And you know who she really clicked with? Aaliyah Boston, last year's Rookie of the Year. Talk about a dynamic duo in the making. Clark knew she had to step up her game. She said, "It's going to be a learning process. Not everything is going to be perfect." That's some real maturity right there. She's not just talking the talk, she's walking the walk too.
Where all the people that Stephen A? Oh, she don't do this. She not gonna do that. Let her cook.
How all of a sudden that's in the mind's eye of everybody else. You clearly have this person, Caitlin Clark, to thank for it.
There is no way in hell you just accidentally left Caitlin Clark's name out of that soliloquy that you dropped about the Indiana Fever. Stop it.
Clark's been working hard on handling the physicality better and developing more chemistry with her team. But it's not just Clark who needs to improve. The whole Fever team has been struggling, especially on defense. They're allowing more than 116 points per 100 possessions. That's not going to cut it in the WNBA. Just when everyone thought the Fever were down for the count, something incredible happened. Remember that rough start? Well, Caitlin Clark decided she wasn't having it. What she did next left the entire league speechless. Let's talk about Clark's comeback. It's like she flipped a switch. After that rocky debut, she bounced back with a vengeance. We're talking about a career-high 30 points against the Washington Mystics. But that's not all. She also grabbed 8 rebounds and dished out 6 assists. Talk about a stat line. And you know what's even crazier? Clark didn't just stop there. She kept pushing, kept improving. It's like she took all that criticism, all those doubts, and used them as fuel. She's not just playing basketball, she's making a statement with every game. But here's the thing, Clark's impact isn't just on the court. She's becoming a celebrity off the court too. Imagine being so famous that you get invited to Saturday Night Live. That's exactly what happened to Clark. And get this, she said she was more nervous about that than playing basketball. Can you believe it? Now, let's talk about what Clark's doing for her team, the Indiana Fever. They're breaking records left and right, but not the kind of records they were setting at the start of the season. No, we're talking attendance records. The team just set a single-season home attendance record with 34,015 fans. And you know who's responsible for that? Yep, it's the Caitlin Clark effect. But it's not just about the numbers. Clark's changing the game in ways we've never seen before. She's inspiring young athletes everywhere. Her message? Dream big. That's what she told kids after being drafted as the first overall pick.
In regards to Clark, starting with WNBA legend Sheryl Swoopes herself.
So she couldn't get that double-digit assist record 3 consecutive games with at least 20 points.
Well, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? That's why you should have had Caitlin Clark.
And you know what? She's living up to those words. Think about it. This is a rookie who's not just focused on her own game. She's trying to lift up her fellow players too. Remember that pay boost idea she had? Well, even though it didn't work out, it shows you what kind of player Clark is. She's not just here to play, she's here to make a difference. And the best part? This is just the beginning. Clark's journey is like a roller coaster that's only just left the station. We've seen the ups, we've seen the downs, and now we're seeing her rise above it all. You know what's really impressive? How Clark handles the pressure. She's got the eyes of the entire league on her. Expectations through the roof. And she's still out there breaking records and inspiring fans. That's not just talent, that's mental toughness. But let's not forget, Clark's still learning. She's still adjusting to the WNBA style of play. And you know what? That's exciting, because if she's doing all this while she's still figuring things out, imagine what she'll do when she's fully settled in. All right, let's talk about Caitlin Clark's journey. This girl's been on a wild ride, from college superstar to WNBA rookie facing some serious challenges. But you know what? She's not just playing the game. She's changing it. Clark's been through the ringer, but she's coming out stronger. She's not just focused on her own game, she's trying to lift up the whole league. That's some next-level thinking right there. And get this, Clark's inspiring a whole new generation of players and fans. She's telling kids to dream big, and she's living up to those words every single day. You know what's crazy? This is just the beginning for Caitlin Clark. She's not just playing basketball, she's rewriting the playbook for what a rookie can achieve. And folks, we're in for one heck of a ride.